A survey from the National Federation of Independent Businesses indicates that small business owners are experiencing unprecedented levels of uncertainty, driven largely by ongoing inflationary pressures and the upcoming election. With concerns over potential tax hikes and the impact of Federal Reserve policies on financing, the question comes up, how can small businesses make informed decisions in the face of such uncertainty? Let's bring in Scott Allen Curley, popular keynote speaker and author of Absolution, The Dark Path to Light. Good morning, Scott. How are you?
Hey, good morning. How are you?
I'm doing great. I appreciate you being here. This uncertainty, we all feel it, a little bit of it, but small businesses really, the folks we've talked to, they really they're not sure what's going to happen next.
It's so true, and the election and the political climate right now definitely adds to that feeling of uncertainty.
Yeah, coming out of the pandemic, a lot of businesses closed during the pandemic. Those who survived have made changes that they really haven't come back from, but they've been looking to government to sort of, reduce some of the regulations, some of the strain, and they don't feel like that's necessarily happened fast enough.
Yeah, this is true. One thing that we've learned with my companies is that if we want it done, we have to do it ourselves and think creatively to do it. The more we tend or lean into government to help us, the more likely it is that we won't survive. So I have, my philosophy is to just kind of keep our heads down, stay under the radar, and conduct business, and let the political climate move forward and transpire as it's going to.
So talk a little bit about the inflation pressures, what that does to small businesses. I know each business is different, but generally speaking, how does inflation, the pressures of inflation impact small businesses?
Well, it's huge because our clients still need the service whether inflation is a factor or not. So we as a company have to find creative ways to combat the inflationary factor and still provide a quality service to our client. Now, the challenge is that when prices go up, we have to either choose to keep our prices, our costs for our services affordable, which means that we have to look for ways to cut in other areas. The way that I see that it needs to be done without rambling is to not require the employees to work more, but to work smarter, so that we can get the more outcome for the least amount of in the least amount of time, so to speak.
As long as we can keep everybody working.
That's the key. That's the key, because everybody's definition of work is different. I have one employee who would just ride the clock, and he's like, "Well, I'm here. Well, we need you to be not just here, but we need you to be productive. We don't care if you're busy. Busy means that you're just shuffling papers. Productive means that you're doing things to help the company be successful and to produce a favorable outcome for our clients."
Yeah, people may think working smarter means less employees, and it very well could mean less employees, but it also usually means successful businesses, which encourages more people to open businesses, and then the more businesses you have, the more people who actually end up working, and the economy hums along better.
This is true. That's so true. And it's the operative word is being efficient. Efficient. There are so many times that you have to fight the employee's tendency to just be there feeling like that's enough, and that's just not enough. And I'm not here to bash employees whatsoever. I do want employees to understand that we're all in this together, and we're all fighting this inflationary factor together. And the best way that for an employee or a worker to help fight this is to go to work and actually put in the time. If you're scheduled for 8 hours, put in a full 8 hours. That helps not only you, but that helps the employer, and that also helps the consumer.
The election's 20 days away. Everybody only gets one vote, and if you want to be successful with your small business, you try and stay one step ahead. But this election is an absolute toss-up that's going to come down to 7 swing states that are basically all toss-ups. It's hard to stay ahead when you have no idea what's going to happen.
This is true. Again, another point why that I make in trying to keep politics out of our business, and let's just try to do the best that we can, because everybody has a point. Everybody can prove their point, whether it be to the left, to the right. But instead of getting into those arguments in terms of doing business, let's just stay below the radar and conduct business and let it play out as it will. And of course, use your voice.
So what are the concerns or what is the uncertainty around potential tax hikes?
Oh, wow, there's so many. The potential tax hikes, it depends on who they affect. And there's an argument on all sides on who it affects and how it affects others. So at the end of the day, it's going to be an effect no matter who the tax hikes are applied to. We just need to, like you just said earlier, stay ahead of the 8 ball and be prepared to deal with whatever effects they may have. And just try to move forward.
That's a wait and see. But
that was a long way of saying let's just wait and see.
Yeah, that's a wait and see. The cost of financing is real. What is the impact of interest rates? If you consider them high, they're certainly higher than they used to be.
Interest rates always. The one parallel with interest rates are higher prices. I mean, higher costs. Period. That's the whole point of an interest rate. Is how much of a higher cost are you going to pay? And the way that we can help, the way any business can help in combating those interest rate hikes is just to try to help the consumer get the most for their money. And I know I sound like a broken record, but again, it all comes down to doing a good job for the service that the consumer is purchasing, and so that they don't feel the interest rate or the price hike so drastically.
Do your clients consider waiting to see if they're planning to grow and expand, but they're concerned about the interest rates, or think, hey, maybe if it goes one way, they'll come down, or maybe if it goes one way, they'll go up. So I need to move now, or I need to wait now. Is that discussions that small businesses are having?
Well, that's probably not fair to ask me because I own a tax resolutions firm and we help people who have problems with the IRS. So our clients typically do not have the luxury of procrastinating or waiting because the IRS doesn't wait. So it's probably not fair to ask me that question.
They definitely do not. What about the impact of hiring decisions? We're in this period of uncertainty. There's only 20 days till the election, and I don't know if a small business is going to decide whether to hire or not based on who the president of the United States is. But it's pretty important to have your small business properly staffed, no matter who's in office.
It is, and I would probably, unless it's an absolute seasonal requirement such as retail, I would probably encourage other small businesses to kind of let's see what happens. I'm not going to say it doesn't matter, but we know that there's going to be a new president as of November. What we probably need to do is just let it absorb and kind of sink into the American public, and then let things kind of calm down in terms of that, accepting whatever the outcome is, and then maybe pick up the hiring thereafter.
Yeah, I guess go back to your key point. Don't lean into the government too much. Take care of your problems, because regardless of who is in that office, you're going to have to make some tough decisions. Scott Allen Curley, popular keynote speaker, entrepreneur, author of Absolution: The Dark Path to Light. Where can we find that book? Amazon?
You can find it anywhere on Amazon, or you can go to my website, scottallencurley.com, and it'll be right there.
All right. We appreciate you. Thanks so much.
Thank you for having me.